friends, it's Claire from Scrappy Nerd UK, and I am bringing my next episode for my December Daily Directory, which are process videos for my December Daily album. So I'm going to be working on days 1 and 2, and because of the amount of prep that I've done in my album already, these should be fairly quick and straightforward. So I'm going to start off with this one here. Now, I had already decided that this was going to be my page for day 1. And you will see that my pages are going to be moved in the album. They are not going to stay where they have been placed at the moment. And I'm totally, absolutely fine with that. And that's why I've not put numbers on anything so far. So, kicking off day 1. So, the story for day 1. So, I think I've said in previous videos, I really want to include a lot more journaling this year. And rather than just leaving the photos, just popping a photo in and calling it good with an embellishment, I really wanted some extra journaling. Now, the 1st of December is my wedding anniversary. And ordinarily, I would document, looking back, I get time hop photos. I'm sure you guys do as well. Get photos come up, and we've been a whole manner of places, out for dinner, a couple of times. Well, actually, 3 years ago, we were in Florida, and 5 years ago we would have been in California. So having those time hop memories come up of what we were doing on our anniversary is great. It's a great memory, but obviously this year the celebration is somewhat muted. So what I wanted to do is tell my story slightly differently, and this year I made more of a focus on the first about what the fact that we spent time together indoors, and we'd been talking about buying the Lego Harry Potter castle, the Hogwarts castle, and we had purchased it on a Black Friday deal, and it turned up on the 1st of December. So we made a beeline to start making the castle. And so I snapped this photo of my husband with building part of it. And then I also wanted a little bit of an embellishment on the photo. And I did decide to put this in the pocket page. And I'm okay with that. I haven't decided what I'm going to do on the back yet. If it comes just to putting a filler 6x8 bit of pattern paper or a card in there, then I'm totally fine with that. But I've left it blank for the minute because I couldn't decide exactly what I wanted to include. But as I said, if it's a bit of pattern paper, then it's fine. Now, that little 3-window pocket was originally halfway through my album, and I actually decided when I was looking at my photos for the day that a small little photo would fit perfectly with this. And I only had one small little photo for the day that I wanted to document, and that's totally fine. And so I thought this was going to be a great space for it. And I'm just talking about my work did a online quiz, and we got all teamed up with different departments. So we got to have some fun with other members of the company, and it was a lovely 2 hours in the afternoon where we could just down tools and do something a little bit fun. And then we had to be creative with how we presented our answer. So all of the questions then gave you one more question, and then we had to do something creative with our final answer. And so we changed all our backgrounds on the Teams video, and we did our answer that way. So the answer was 1994. So we got all the poster backgrounds in the photo. But just because I don't have my colleagues' permission to use their photographs online, I have edited this video quite a lot just to blank out or pop the post-it note over. So I don't do anything that would be against their wishes. So yeah, the photo does get covered. The majority of the photo does get covered on this video. So what I've done here is I didn't just want to put my journaling into the back. I wanted to make it a little bit more interactive. And I remembered that there were some tags on a cut apart sheet from the Hey Santa collection. And so I had a look through and there was this little Santa one and I thought this is going to be perfect. So I wanted to make a slider for it so it can slide in and out the pockets. So I added my red line tape around the areas and that would then be a guide for the tag to go in and out of behind the photo. Now I haven't added my journaling on because I was having a fight with my printer at the time, and so I'm deciding whether I want to go back and use my typewriter or whether I'm going to give my my printer another go to get this sorted. But for the minute it's just the tag, but the journaling will be added on to the back, the green area, and I'm not going to add anything else. Now when I put this tag in, I did realise that actually it didn't go, well, it went all the way in, because I obviously wanted most of the back of the photo paper covered, but there wasn't hardly anything of the tag sticking out, and it was making it really difficult to be able to pull that tag out. So what I decided to do was put a thumb notch in the side of that cut apart, the cut file should I say, and I just used a circle punch here and pencil marked it out. And then when I put that back in, it makes it so much easier to be able to pull that tag out in and out to be able to read the journaling properly. So that is what I've done with that. Now it's simple embellishments because me doing the foundation pages was a chance for me to be able to get ahead of the game, and I really don't want to make my album hard work in December. So I am going to keep a lot of my layouts very, very simple and nice and clean as well. I don't want too many embellishments going on, and I can't afford to have them in my album because my album is pretty chunky already without any stories in it yet. So I need to keep my embellishments to a minimum. So there were these little fabric tags in the Paisley press kit from Ali Edwards, and so I decided that this was going to be the perfect embellishment. It's red, which matches with the red tag. Sorry, the ribbon in the tag. And I'm just going to add 2 of those on to this acetate window, one here and then one on the back to cover up the back of that. And I am going to call this day done. That's simple. It is just the journaling that needs to go on. And then that is day number 2 finished and in the album. And then I'm just going to show you the Advent page as well. So I do end up adding my little photos in for days 1 and 2, which luckily are both on the same side of the Advent. So I've printed my photos. I did the photos all on the same. Oh, that's my husband doing a shadow puppet because he thought he was hilarious, obviously. So all of my photos I just printed onto an A4 piece of photo paper and just cropped them down to the size that I needed. This one here I did crop down too much when I was trimming it because it's got a white surround, but it's totally fine. You can barely see that it's trimmed slightly too short on one edge. And then this one here as well. So there will be 2 videos going up. One with the opening of the Scrappy Advent and then my process videos. So they should be up every couple of days for you. So this is it. Thank you very much for joining me and stay tuned if you want to see more. Bye.